This week, we talk about a movie. But Bob, don't you already have a wildly successful show for talking about movies? Why, yes. Yes, I do. But Escape to the Movies is for when movies are new. Sometimes, movies are old. Sometimes, movies are strange. Sometimes, you guessed it,
movies are weird.
So, everybody keeps trying to make Street Fighter movies. There have been goofy, colorful, silly Street Fighter movies, grim and gritty, realistic Street Fighter movies, a couple of animated Street Fighter movies, and if you like Street Fighter, chances are you've seen all of them. Well, folks, I got one you probably didn't see, and might not even know about. After all, they didn't even bother to call it Street Fighter. They called it
Future Cops.
Yes, Future Cops. Alright, here's what happened. Round about 1993 or so, 1 year before the Van Damme movie, notorious Hong Kong movie maker Wong Jing decided he wanted to make a Street Fighter movie. But shockingly, the rights to Capcom's multi-million-dollar cash cow somehow couldn't be secured for a low-budget Chinese-language teen comedy. So Wong Jing went ahead and made that movie anyway, and just changed all the Street Fighter characters' names. This actually used to happen a lot in Chinese-language filmmaking. The finished film ultimately only takes the characters, the special moves, and some of the music and sound effects from the games. The actual plot is like some bizarre mashup of Time Cop, Back to the Future, and Smallville, though admittedly it still has more to do with Street Fighter than The Legend of Chun-Li did. We open in the far-flung future world of 2043, where a team of supervillains are locked in combat with the police, both teams being comprised of characters from Street Fighter. Ken, Honda, Sagat, and of course Bison are the bad guys, while Vega, Guile, Dalsum, and Ryu are the future cops. I'll give him this, the opening action scene is pretty damn cool. Lots of live pyro, lasers, guys on rocket skis, and while the effects aren't great and none of the characters look precisely like who they're supposed to be, it's kind of a trip to see the Street Fighters actually leaping around and using their special moves and powers in live action. And these aren't some small-time Chinese actors either. There's some big names in this. That's Andy freaking Lau as Vega. Anyway, Bison, the bad guy leader, has been captured and is about to stand trial, so his henchmen decide to travel back in time to the 90s and assassinate the judge as a teenager. That strikes me as unnecessarily elaborate, but what do I know? So the future cops have to go back in time too to protect the kid in question. Ryu gets to sit this one out because he married the boss's daughter. This is the best joke the movie has, by the way. The most popular character from the game, and the only one who looks exactly like he's supposed to, immediately exits the movie. Amusingly, Ryu and Ken are played by Chinese pop music superstars Aaron Kwok and Ekin Cheng, who martial arts fans may recognize as Wind and Cloud, the Storm Riders. So Vega, Guile, and Dalsum zap back to 1993 and befriend the judge-to-be, who at this point is an awkward, bullied teenager played by future Taiwanese TV superstar Dickie Chung, the real star and main character of the movie. The hero also has a sister named, wait for it, Chun-Li, played by Qingmei Yao of Naked Killer fame. The future cops infiltrate the hero's school to keep him safe, while the bad guys end up allying themselves with the school bully. Wacky hijinks ensue. How wacky? Here's Guile's big musical number. Just so we're clear, yes, this is a real movie. Oh, and Chun-Li gets a crush on Vega, so they go to a video arcade where he uses his special Future Cop virtual reality powers to take her on a date in Super Mario World. Again, yes, this is a real movie. But then Act 3 rolls around and Bison shows up to handle things personally, so it's time for the insane final battle. The future cops give the other good guys magic pills to grant them the superpowers of their own, so Chun-Li finally assumes her video game form, and Street Fighter fans finally get to see a flesh-and-blood woman execute the spinning bird kick. Chun-Li's mom also turns into another Chun-Li, okay, and the mom's boyfriend turns into Blanca, whose rolling attack is visualized using a giant beach ball. I say again, this is a real movie. And of course, our teenage hero finally faces his fears and takes a magic pill of his own. But he doesn't turn into a Street Fighter character. Oh no, he turns into Goku. Yes, That Goku. The unlicensed Street Fighter movie guest stars unlicensed Goku. And with unlicensed Goku's help, the future cops are able to defeat Bison by discovering his one weakness: being tied up, having a giant hole punched through his chest, and then having an atom bomb shoved into it. Yeah, okay, sounds about right. And there you have it, folks. Future Cops, the Street Fighter movie that, honestly, I would still rather watch than sit through The Legend of Chun-Li again. I'm Bob, and that's the big picture.